We'll go through all the latest Tesla stock news, and this is getting very real really fast for Tesla. Tesla removes the curtains to reveal two 9,000-ton Cybertruck Gigapress machines. Every day, pretty much, we get something new about the Cybertruck. This is another video that's coming, I think, from New Zealand, where the Cybertruck is being tested for winter. You can see the front is open, and it opens the way we all want it to open, in a way where you'll be able to easily put things in and take them out. This picture is from months ago, but now we know for sure, indeed, we will have that feature. And certainly a lot of young parents will appreciate it. Elon said before that Tesla is planning to hold a delivery event for the Cybertruck at the end of the third quarter, which would be at the end of September, but I think almost no one really believed Elon, and everyone thinks it is going to happen in the fourth quarter. But with so much activity around the Cybertruck, I think this might actually change. Here's a new patent, for example, that Tesla just filed for Cybertruck's power tailgate mechanism. So this is getting really real for Tesla really fast. But having that curtain removed so that we can now actually see these gigapresses, I think really strongly signals that there's a good possibility that Tesla may be on time when it comes to the delivery event of a Cybertruck, and maybe even a little bit early. Although we do have some reporting that has not been exactly accurate. Torque News said, breaking, Tesla starts sending out confirmation letters to Cybertruck reservation holders, which would have been amazing news, but source says this isn't true. Tesla has not sent out any new Cybertruck confirmation letters, but Tesla did update the Cybertruck reservation page design slightly and added a trade-in estimator, which is good news because that again signals that everything is indeed on track with the Cybertruck production. Great reporting from Sawyer and positive progress on the Cybertruck from Tesla so far. And now let's go through the rest of the Tesla stock news. Cathie Wood sold Tesla stock again. This is sort of expected, as usually once she sells a batch of Tesla stock, we do see a few more batches come after that. This time, it was only $7 million of Tesla stock sold, so not really a big deal compared to earlier this month. Then she sold about $100 million worth of Tesla stock. Although, and this is a bit interesting, in this one fund, Tesla is now only 8%. There's, of course, a chance that in the short term, it will work out great for Cathie Wood. But in the long term, I believe she is making a mistake because in Cathie's funds, in theory, she would be able to hold as much as 25% of her assets in Tesla stock, although she would not be able to buy any more after reaching 10%. I do respect Cathie Wood, and her takes on Tesla stock historically have been pretty good. Although I think, generally speaking, she is a bit of a contrarian, but I guess she's not a contrarian enough to own more than about 10% of her assets in Tesla stock. Although this one fund is at 15.3%, which is quite a bit higher than 10%, which, you know, most fund managers would never want to go over 10%. So for that, I would give Cathie Wood a big shout out. For example, Ross Gerber is at 8.76% and Gary Black is at 9.63%. So definitely less than Cathie Wood. If we just keep selling the Model Y at the current pace, but we know that Tesla is increasing its production and increasing its deliveries, but even if you don't increase anything, in the last 5 months, Model Y has sold 443,000 times, which is about over 1 million deliveries per year, which would have been enough last year to take the first place in the world. So I think it is really safe to say at this point that the Model Y is going to be the world's best-selling vehicle this year, especially if the most popular vehicles from last year continue to decline like they did in 2022. This is something that we don't like to see, but Dano Dowd and Ross Gerber did do the drive together on full self-driving mode, and the drive was actually pretty long, and for the most part, it was great. However, there is this one instance where it did not go exactly great, and now Dano Dowd is using that clip as an ad on Twitter, which already got 4.1 million impressions or views. And let me play that clip for you.
But, oh.
No.
There we go.
That was you braking?
I braked.
Yeah. It didn't crash.
I wasn't going to wait and find out because I saw the two cars going at each other, so I wasn't going to test that one.
However, after a closer review of that clip, it does appear that full self-driving was indeed going to stop. Let me show this to you. So look right here, and currently, clearly, full self-driving does not see this stop sign. However, let me play a few seconds and watch this very closely. And you can see now that clearly full self-driving does see the stop sign. And if I play it a little bit longer, right here, full self-driving is still engaged because you can see the blue. And now it is disengaged. As you can see, it is no longer blue. So we don't know exactly for sure what would have happened, but clearly full self-driving did see the stop sign, and I think it would have started braking. One more thing to keep in mind is the speed here was reduced to 35. So even though the car was slowing down, that might have been just because simply Ross lowered the set speed for the vehicle. So if the speed dropped below 35, that would have been clear evidence that indeed the system was already braking, but it does not drop below 35. So right now it's still engaged. It's still engaged and it's disengaged now, and only then the speed drops below 35. So that's not evidence enough to clearly confirm that the system was already braking. Ross was doing the braking here, I think. But here's the most important part of the whole clip. If you watch here closely, there will be a line of text here that will appear for a brief moment. See right here, autopilot is still engaged, and I think this says stopping for stop sign. Not exactly in these words, but I think that is the meaning. I can't read it exactly, but if we get higher quality footage, which I think we will be able to have, then we will be able to confirm that indeed the car was going to stop for the stop sign. Tesla now shows this new video. If you go to Tesla's website and you click on the Model S, it displays all of the nice features that Tesla Model S has, and I love it. This is a pretty well done video, I would say. Definitely, I think things like this helps to increase the conversion rate. So when people go to the website, they are more likely to buy the car now. And we have good news here for Tesla. We have another state that now requires all the charging companies to include Tesla's charging plug if they want to receive government support when installing all of these new chargers. Looks like Tesla's acquisition of a wireless charging company has been pretty much done. The name of the company has now been changed to Tesla Engineering Germany GmbH. There is a Tesla Semi video here on Twitter that has been spotted delivering Teslas, and we got a rare look inside the Tesla Semi, and it's interesting to actually see a Semi deliver Tesla vehicles, and the cab actually looks pretty interesting. The sun visor, of course, is down as it's really sunny, and the cab, if you looked earlier, if you paid attention, it does seem like, yeah, you can indeed stand up inside of it, which is pretty cool. And yeah, 2 screens, looks pretty neat. You're sitting in the center and it looks pretty comfortable to me. Cleaner Watt is reporting some interesting Tesla stock news.
This document here, which is a certificate of conformity for the rear-wheel drive Model Y, meaning that Tesla is approved for the 2023 model year to sell a rear-wheel drive Model Y in the USA. Now, you may remember that very briefly in early 2021, Tesla did offer a rear-wheel drive Model Y in the USA, but it was quickly removed as an option and has not been available in the USA market since then.
I wonder if they would have LFP batteries for that vehicle, and where would they get these batteries from? Troy updated his latest delivery estimate, and the one that's public is the same as the one before, so no change so far. This is pretty interesting. Tesla has another new patent. This time it is about the semi-truck windshield wiper system. It says excessive drag force and wind noise can be created due to the change in direction and separation of airflow as the airflow comes in contact with the wiper arm and blade resting on the windshield. Conventional pantograph and 4-bar link windshields are large and bulky by design and hence present additional challenges to aerodynamics. There is a need for windshield wiper systems that address the aforementioned drawbacks, and we have a few pictures here, and it's pretty interesting. So it would be in the middle, and it would have this mechanism, which would be attached to this windshield wiper, and yeah, that's pretty interesting. And YouTube wants you to watch this video next, but if you haven't finished watching this Elon Musk interview, you may want to watch this one first. My name is Malposius. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.